Welcome to DCTV Talk Tuesday. We appreciate you tuning in, and today our in-studio guest is Laura Lewis-Marchino, and she is Executive Director for Region 9. Thank you for coming, Laura.
Thank you.
Well, for those of you that are unfamiliar with Region 9, could you tell the audience a little bit about what they do and what you provide?
Sure. Region 9 is an economic development district, and we are one of 14 regions in Colorado. We were just kind of boring, called ourselves Region 9. But we have 5 counties that we serve, and the 10 towns and the 2 tribes within those counties, Dolores County being one of them. We have a board of directors. We're a nonprofit organization, and we have 26 members on our board, and we have a representative from Dove Creek, Rico, Dolores County, and an at-large member who is actually our chair.
Which is Dan Fernandez,
It
who's
is.
involved with DCTV.
Yes.
Well, so what are the mission and strategic plans that Region 9 has?
Region 9, our goal is to improve economic conditions within our region. And basically, I took over as executive director in October, and so the board wanted us to have a strategic plan moving forward. A lot of what we do is basically looking at a business loan program. We do enterprise zone tax credits for the state. We are a state data affiliate, so we do a lot of data reporting for towns, communities, and organizations. And we also coordinate the Four Corners Film Office.
Yes. Now the Four Corners Film Office is having an event coming up soon too, I think, to try and increase hosting more local projects in our area. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. With the Four Corners Film Office, we work a lot with the state, and when they have an inquiry, someone's looking for a red barn that they want to film,
Right.
we get a lot of commercials in this area. And so we try to set them up with a location and local crew, because we don't want them bringing in their own crew. We want them to hire local. And the Durango Independent Film Festival is having an event in Durango in early March, and we're doing a workshop on how to make a film locally, what the resources are. But just in terms of for Dove Creek, we get a lot of inquiries for different types of landscapes, and we do have a production guide on our website, and that is fourcornersfilmoffice.org. And that website also has talent. So if you have experience in makeup, Kendra, we need to put her on the list, for voiceovers, things like that. They always look there first, and we really want more local hire. We want to sustain, that economy here. So that's a lot of what we're doing with the film office.
The film office. Well, and you mentioned briefly that there's a loan program involved with Region 9. Do we have a couple of loan candidates that have been successful here so far
Yes.
in Dolores County? Tell us.
We have 4 loans right now in Dolores County. One is Kyle Carhart, and one is the new Lawatha Bakery that's opening in April. And our niche for loans is we don't compete with banks, and we work primarily with startup businesses that have been obviously in business less than 2 years because they can't get bank financing that early in their business career. Or it could be a business that doesn't have the credit or the collateral to get a traditional loan. And so we work with them, and our main focus is job creation. We want more jobs. We want a business to go and hire 1 or 2 other people. Because honestly, that's more sustainable in a community sometimes than expecting Caterpillar to relocate to your area. So that's what we try to do with our loan program.
Well, and you also meant the Region 9 site talks about the enterprise zone, and that Dolores County qualifies as an enhanced
Yes.
enterprise zone because we are super special.
Yes.
And somewhere special. So what is the enterprise zone program, and what does that involve, and how does that help our county?
So the enterprise zone is basically for a designation, and Dolores County, like you mentioned, it's enhanced. So there are tax credits for businesses to help them make it in distressed areas. So there are up to 10 different credits, and depending on the type of business you are, you can get approved by your address only. And then if you buy equipment, if you hire employees, if you need job training, if you're rehabbing a building, I should call Lawatha about that, you can get tax credits for those items. And sometimes that really helps a business stay in the black by just getting some state tax credits because of where they live. They want more businesses to be in rural areas.
Right. Well, and you were here today in rural Dolores County doing a presentation with the commissioners, and that was for a Jump Start program. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the state has recognized that rural Colorado is struggling compared to the Front Range, and so Jump Start is a way to help kind of even the playing field. And so basically, if you become a Jumpstart County, and the commissioners are looking at that, we're not there yet, you basically, the state will work with the business, and if they meet certain criteria for job creation and they're relocating out of another state into your community and they pick Dolores County, say, they can get a waiver on their state income tax credits and their county taxes for up to 4 years. And the reason for that is, one, you weren't getting that money anyway, and then you can compete with more urban areas to recruit business and bring jobs to your area. It's, obviously there's pros and cons in terms of what the county might want, but we're looking at it because it's a tool in the toolbox, and it's something that Dolores County could really be competitive with.
Right, and there's some provisions for mandating a certain number of jobs as well.
Yes.
And the
income level
for the job has to be above average. So
yes.
that is something really spectacular. And amazingly, 5 jobs in a small area makes a big difference, can trickle down. Well, and so your Region 9 also does a lot of studies to determine all these outcomes and the economic trends. What do we have in store for Dolores?
Well, I have a few highlights on trends, but just to let you know, we have all this data on our website, which is www.scan.org. And the data, we include a profile of Dolores County, like how the job sectors break out. Right now, our top 3 sectors are government. Even though that sounds negative, government is all of your public lands, your federal land agencies, not just your town and county governments. Right. Services, which includes health, education, food services, and then agriculture, of course, is huge in this community. Also, in terms of positives, Dolores County is one of the least expensive counties to live in our region, and Dove Creek is the least expensive community according to our livable wage study. And that is basically looking at how much money do you need to make per hour to sustain you in a community. And what happens is, say it's $10 an hour. If you make $8 an hour, then what are you giving up? You're not able to sustain yourself. So maybe you don't have health insurance. Maybe you don't have a car. Maybe your child doesn't have daycare. So they look at the basic expenditures of somebody to be sustainable. And Dolores County actually has the lowest housing costs, which probably isn't a surprise. And it also takes into account commuting, because a lot of folks in Dolores County do not get all their goods and services in Dolores County because it's small. So
so we travel to Cortez and Durango quite frequently. So.
And then one last thing is retail sales, which is your mom and pop stores. You're seeing improvement, and that may be because of the dollar store. I was just thinking about that. But also, you've had more stores open. Is it the hardware store? I don't know if
Main
that's what
Street
it's called.
Hardware is reopened.
Yes, and so all of those are seeing improvement in terms of the community sales tax, things like that. And I hope that trend continues.
Right, so do we. And the Free Chamber has reorganized, Chamber of Commerce, and they are looking forward to try and help support the businesses that are here as well as attract new ones. And in that regard, working with Region 9 and SBDC to host some of these seminars that we know that go on in Durango and other counties. Can you tell us what workshops and things are available with Region 9?
Sure, and the Small Business Development Center is based out of Durango but serves the 5 counties, and we both attend DCTV meetings monthly to see how we can help with the economy, what we can offer, and we look to Kendra and the Chamber to help identify what do businesses really need. Is it financial planning? Is it marketing? Is it trying to get a website up and running? Is it a business plan so they can start a business? And so once we can identify that, we can offer those workshops in Dove Creek specifically.
Right, which will be great because they are available to people in Dolores County right now if they want to attend in the other counties, but it's just a little bit of a drive and less convenient. So we're hoping to bring that to the people here so they can take the same advantages of the other people have in the other counties.
Definitely.
And again, so the viewers, to find you, it's scan.org, S-C-A-N, and that stands for?
Southwest Colorado Access Network. I don't know why that
I like
came
Region
out.
9 better.
I do too. But we don't want to change it. You know how that
so
is.
it is scan.org, and all of the information as far as contacting Laura and Scan will be on the DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, and as well as the Chamber. Chamber is going to try and bring a lot of this information easily available to the businesses to look at their own leisure online as well. So we're looking forward to adding that to the site. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience about Region 9 and get Dolores kickstarting for more
Yes.
jobs and economic development.
Well, I have to say, having a chamber and sustaining a chamber is huge because you're in a wonderful location and you have, cars driving by every day that don't stop, and they're, outdoor recreation. You have the same capacity and scenic beauty as any other community. And if they're going to Cortez, why shouldn't they stop, get a snack at the bakery, go to a visitor center, go to a community center, whatever, eat at your restaurant, stay at your hotels. And that's something I think the chamber is going to create a lot more visibility for the community and as a place to stop, not just drive through, and just help businesses, because as we get more people stopping and sustaining a business, then that grows and there's more demand and it just becomes a trickle-down effect. And so we're excited to see what happens.
Right, and the chamber is very excited also for Region 9 being very integral in getting the matching grant funds from the Colorado Tourism Office.
Great.
That was a great boom. So we've got some more marketing money to get our name out there and put Dolores County on the map.
Definitely.
So that would be great. Well, I really appreciate you coming in to talk with us on Talk Tuesday, DCTV's Tuesday live call-in show, which will be changing to an evening time in this upcoming weeks. But we appreciate you coming in today. Thank you very much, Laura.
Thank you, Kendra.
And we will see you back with the news at noon, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at noon. DCTV Talk Tuesday will be back next week. And thank you very much for watching.